I should be better this week. I'm not going to be able to see some of the screen, but that's okay. I might as well put zoom out mode for the, yeah, Force Week. Hello everybody, and my name is Ian Smith. I run the channel Jadorle Sports 26, or you can call me JLS, or whatever you prefer. I don't care if you really know my real name. People are not very honest these days. I'm trying to do that on the internet, so you can follow me on Twitter or whatever. Today, this is going to be a different thing I'm going to do besides my simple predictions. I'm going to recap. So I'm going to go into more depth about what happened this weekend in the NFL. And I came up with the idea after Thursday, so I wasn't able to accurately make a prediction for Thursday. But in my opinion, I thought the Buccaneers were they're going to be pretty bad this season. And they beat the Panthers, so I would have been wrong with that prediction. But this is going to be a different series. This is going to be my recap series. I'm going to be playing Madden. This might be my last game in Madden 25. I might buy the new Madden, I bought Madden for like $2. It was Madden 17. I've been playing Madden 25 for quite a few years now. You're gonna see this is the 2028 playoffs. So this is the Madden for 2013, the year the Seahawks beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl. So this is a pretty old Madden by now, but it's a really good Madden. Like it is a really good Madden. It's just like I get creative with it. Like I'm the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars because my favorite team's the Eagles. I don't want to be like the same thing as the I like to be creative. I don't want to be old, lame Ian. So I've become more creative as I gotten older. And I'm the head coach of the Jacks. And then I went to Baltimore because I wanted to come closer to home. And I built a team there. You know, my friends, I put him as the head coach of the Jaguars because the Jaguars were screwing up. The CPU sucks in this game sometimes. So now we made it to the Super Bowl, and this might be my last game. We're 14-2. We had our best season in a few years. We won 3 straight Super Bowls, but make sure my playbooks are here. Yep, we're ready. The Panthers apparently made it to the Super Bowl at 8-8. So yeah, and we're playing it in Dallas. That was we can expect this Super Bowl to be a mess since Jerry Jones last time he hosted a Super Bowl in Dallas was not very good. That was 2000. How was the 2010? So that was 2011. That was February 2011. That was the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That was one of the best Super Bowls, in my opinion. Obviously, I like the Eagles Super Bowl, but I can't really. I'm biased, so because I'm an Eagles fan, but that was the best Super Bowl I've seen that was not the Eagles. And that and the Patriots and Giants, when the Giants upset the Patriots, who were undefeated. That was the 2008 Super Bowl, 2007 season. That was awesome when Eli Manning. That was an awesome Super Bowl. But this is going to be another.
We're nearing kickoff in this Super Bowl matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina
I think it's Steve
Panthers.
Young.
Here
I can't see it
Cowboy
because my
Stadium.
computer's in the way. Panthers won the toss, of course. I mean, it's fine. That's funny because we're going to talk about the Panthers first, and I'm a little bit more prepared than the simple predictions because I kind of wanted that to be more simple than this. I'm going to be recapping it a little bit more of what went on. And like on Thursday night, the Panthers lost to the Buccaneers 20-14 at home. And that's kind of embarrassing considering the Buccaneers aren't very good. They're kind of a mess right now. My neighbor said the Bucs were going to be good. I have to edit that out. I meant the curse word, but I just allowed a touchdown the first time. This is not a good Super Bowl. Our streak of 3 straight Super Bowls might be over. Yeah, I don't think the Buccaneers are good at all. They had Ryan Fitzpatrick last year. He actually started out good for them. And they put back in Jameis Winston. I think Jameis Winston is a terrible quarterback. But he did actually fairly well on Thursday night. He went for 16 for 25. Chris Goodwin, Philly native, 2017 third-round pick. He had 8 catches for 121 yards and a touchdown. And that definitely helped Jameis Winston a lot. That's half of his completions right there. Just to Chris Goodwin. Tampa Bay Bucks are 1-1 now. Cam Newton, he had 333 yards passing, but no touchdowns, 26 incompletions. He was 25 for 51. That's not very good. And Christian McCaffrey, the first-round pick from 2017 from Colorado. Well, I forget what school he played for, but he's from Colorado. But yeah, I just remember he's from Colorado because I lived in Wyoming, and I knew people from Colorado. I was right on the border, so I knew people from Colorado. Yeah, he was a big player. Anyway, and I wanted the Eagles to draft him, but I think now that I look at it, it was wrong. And Greg Olsen, of course, one of the greatest Titans of all time, had an awesome game. Greg Olsen had an awesome game. He had 6 catches, 410 yards. So Greg Olsen's always been a beast. And that was a good game. 4 yards. I can always take that.
This offensive line today will be leaned on to protect their quarterback.
I'm barely in the game. I need to slow down. So, I'll look up a few other games while I am doing this real quick.
Second down coming up.
We're going to give it to the slot receiver.
From the shotgun.
Okay, that was good. So we're going to get the games that were lopsided out of the way. And one of those games is the 49ers and Bengals. I thought the Bengals were going to win. And I said that in my simple predictions. The Bengals almost beat the Seahawks on the road, and I think the 49ers are overrated. But the 49ers got a big win. And the 49ers are 2-0 now. Yeah, the 49ers, who did they beat for week 1?
They've got a first down.
They beat the
after that catch.
Yeah, they beat the Buccaneers, which I mean, it's another team I think it's overrated.
Brings it into his body.
It's a circle of thing. I either think a team is overrated or underrated, and the 49ers are in the circle that I think are overrated. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is overrated. I think the whole team needs more than a quarterback. They went very downhill after they lost John Harbaugh. And I was watching the documentary. I highly recommend it on SB Nation. That's a very good channel. They have a lot of history. Especially, I mean, I like it, even though I know a lot about football, even though I experienced it, even though I'm not a 49ers fan. I saw the collapse of the 49ers. I was there for it, but it's cool to watch people that go in depth and actually, are passionate about it, and I highly recommend it. It's SB Nation Rewind classic. I have to punt right here, but that's fine. I'm going on a tangent, but we just have to see our team. They're 8-8. I think we can easily beat them, and I'm kind of not paying attention right now. He's going to return it. They already got a return touchdown.
And that's a gain of 10.
Andy Dalton used to be a really good quarterback.
Here's a quarterback who's been around for a long time, stepping onto the field for the first time today.
He almost had.
That's what you think of when you're a quarterback. You go out there, you think of good things.
It's a passing league
now. You've been in the league as long as he has,
so you see 333 yards for Cam Newton. He still lost the game because he had 26 incompletions. You cannot make less than 60% of your passes and still be a good quarterback.
To the right side.
Especially when you rely less on the run, you're just going to have no yards.
The offensive line.
Yeah, like at least with a run, even if a bad run, you pick up a few yards.
Where you always get
one bad pass.
Better pizza.
See, worst case scenario, it's intercepted. Next worst case scenario, it's incomplete. You pick up no yards. And then there's another even worse scenario. You get sacked.
Second down and 9. Sticks to his hands. And they bring him down at the 38-yard line.
You get sacked. But if you just run the ball, yeah, the worst case scenario, yeah, you fumble.
Picks up the first down.
Okay, yeah, that's the same as interception. But it's less likely. I don't know. It depends on which quarterback you have. There's a lot of factors. It could, I mean, you're taught to hold on to the ball since day one of football. Like, it's there's some quarterbacks that just terribly
hand off, and he'll go to the left. He's got some daylight.
I'm gonna have to concentrate for a little bit just so I can get back in this game because
the touchdown.
This is kind of embarrassing.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown,
especially in the Super Bowl against the
what you got
88
to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block.
You can pick up no yards, but you're usually going to pick up 1 or 2. At least you get 1 or 2, and that's second and 8 is a lot better than third. I mean, second and 10. I mean, like,
it's, the return ends after a
people don't know it because they haven't played football, or, you know, either they're not on the field. They don't know the you know, what's going on, the experience of the players. And I mean, I don't, but I try to understand football. And I played football when I was younger. I mean, not, you know, I wasn't as good as I wanted to be. And I wish I would have tried harder, but, you know, it's different when you're a fan and, you know, people think, oh, why is he not, like, angry? You know, you have to be calm. You have to be calm in those situations. There's, you know, people are screaming and everything. You know, you just have to completely ignore it and completely focus on the game, not the fans or screaming. You know, like, why is he not angry? Because you have to be calm. You know, you're not going to get anything done if you're angry. And that's why I'm not an angry person myself. And I take that as a life advice. But, you know, you're not going to get anywhere if you're just frustrated and angry. You know, you have to be focused and calm.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they want you to do. They want you to get frustrated.
Going to lose yards here.
I need to be a coach. But anyway,
so many
I forget
things you can do on
so
first down, and
we were talking about how run, but I mean, Joe Mixon, he only got 11 carries for 17 yards. That's less than 2 yards a carry. So I can see why they're going to go to their pass. They're down.
Challenging the defenders to the right side.
Okay, that was another good play. They were down. Obviously, they're going to pass more. Andy Dalton had 1 interception. Looks like A.J. Green was out again. Tyler Eifert's not the same as he used to be. He had 3 receptions for 9 yards. I guess the Bengals defense isn't as good as it used to be. They allowed 41 points. Jimmy Garoppolo, 17 for 25. That's amazing. 17 for 25. He only had 1 interception, but he had 3 touchdowns. That's awesome.
Here's the first snap after the big play.
That's the Jimmy Garoppolo that we saw for the last 6 games of 2017.
Gains 12.
So that's awesome.
This is where
and plus, they had a running attack. You see, Matt
even though they're down more than 7,
looks like he's an undrafted free agent.
For the touchdown and not settle for a
wow,
field goal.
That's awesome. You know, you can find these running backs. There's a lot of good running backs out there that, you know, you can find. He's an undrafted free agent out of Georgia Southern. He's already had over 1,000 yards in his career. But he had 12 carries for 121 yards. That sounds like That's rushing? Yeah, that sounds awesome. Like, that sounds like receiving numbers right there. So, obviously, they had attack on the air. They had attack on the ground. It looks like they spread the ball out, too. There was one wide receiver had 87 yards. But the 49ers did a really good job of tearing the Bengals apart on the road, and now they're 2-0. Let's talk about another game that wasn't really close. The Bills and the Giants. Okay, I think the Giants were favored, if I can remember correctly. I have to watch my the recap again. I have to zoom in, see where the I said to see if like they were favored.
After running it, it's second down. The formation here, shotgun. Working that left side.
Oh my God,
He's
that was
wide
awesome.
Open for the grab.
That was an awesome catch by Javon Penn.
15 minutes down.
Yeah, the Giants did not have a chance. They were favored. It was the second week in a row the Bills were playing at MetLife Stadium, so they had a familiarity with the road. You know, Josh Allen, even though I went to Wyoming, he's getting better. I mean, he's not, he's getting better than last season. Last season, like, obviously, he does do good with the, I don't know why I ran the play. I should just scream another formation, because I hate when other coaches do that. But, he's getting better with the short passes. You can throw the ball 90 yards. I always think of it like, yeah, you can get a quarterback that can throw 90 yards, but, I think if you get a wide receiver that can, that has no skill with catching, and he can run very fast, or not a wide receiver, he's not a wide receiver. You can get a guy run very fast. You can teach him how to catch. That's like, yeah, you have arm strength, but you have to learn how to aim it. It's extremely hard under pressure in that situation to throw those passes, and if you can get a quarterback. They can do that, AKA Tom Brady, Carson Wentz, Nick Foles, in big moments.
He'll have a chance to take off. And
Aaron Rodgers,
right at about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, those are the ones. It's good that you can throw pretty far, but you got to make those passes under tense situations. It's the second quarter now, so I can talk about
come to the line in a tight game here in the second
quarter. We're going to talk about the Patriots and Dolphins. Now the Dolphins only scored field goal last week.
To the left side. They pounce on
I've never seen a football team.
Fancy about that, but it's a good run, gets a first down. Now the offense has
it's hard to tank in football because. Well, the current state of the NFL, like, there's a lot of teams that have a chance. Just to,
after picking up the first on the ground.
Even the worst teams have a chance to make a wild card. Like, if you get everything together, you can make the wild card at 9-7. I mean, you're not going to win the Super Bowl, but you can still sneak into the playoffs. You can have a decent season. You can upset some teams. Like, any team can beat anyone.
Nice little move, gets open, and a good throw by the
quarterback. There's always the Miami Dolphins were 10-6 a few years ago. The Bills made the playoffs a few years ago at
coming up, second down.
9-7.
From the gun. The Panthers now move the chain.
That was good.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
But the Dolphins are just flat out either bad or they're tanking, and you hope they're tanking because they're just embarrassing. And Tom Brady is just 20 for 28, 264 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like, he didn't need to even do more than that. They won 43-0, and I thought they were going easy on them. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, I had to run the nickel more. Yeah, that's a good play.
Setting up in the pistol on this play. First and 10. Breaks free.
Maybe not. Okay.
Someone's been injured out there. Hold on a minute.
I don't even want to speculate what the injury is, but I think it's safe to say by just watching the player, he's in a lot of pain, and I hope it's not serious.
Yeah, the Patriots, they just
the
put
long
a beating on
game.
the
Let's see
Dolphins.
what they do here.
And Antonio Brown, that was one thing. I was surprised to see him play, so soon. But then again, you're like, you have to respect Bill Belichick. He was like, oh, we're playing a bad team. We might as well get acclimated in the system. It's really hard to get acclimated in the system when you only, I got really lucky right there. It's really hard to get acclimated in the system in NFL when you only play 16 games. Preseason really means nothing.
Call here on first down.
Football is a lot more complicated than an ordinary person or normie thinks. They don't know how complicated these plays and what you have to remember are. They're very football is a very complex game. And you'd be surprised how smart these players are, to learn, and spend so much time on these plays, and to change the game plan on a dime. That's what you have to do. It's a chess match in itself. It's a game of war. It's like a war of attrition, World War I, game of inches. Football is a very complex game, and people don't realize it,
that last play was a run. Third down coming up.
Some other sports have strategy to them, like hockey and football. I mean, you have the strategy, but, baseball is more of a mental mind game between the batter and the pitcher.
Coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, really, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work.
Football,
and they stop
on a single play is a battle between the quarterback, the wide receiver and the cornerbacks, the linemen and the defensive linemen, the linebackers and the running backs. It's a battle between everybody. Like it's not just one 1v1. Not the batter and the pitcher, the guy who has dribbling the ball up against the defender, who has the puck and the goaltender. No, football is a very complicated game. So,
well, Jim, I know if you were coach, you'd probably be happy settling for the field goal, but not me.
These players are very intelligent.
I want touchdowns.
Take
some more chances and get it done.
So we only let them get a field goal right there. That's good. Dallas and the Redskins. Okay. Dallas's defense. I'm gonna repeat it again and again. I do not think Dallas's defense is very good. Then again, I'm an Eagles fan, so I'm biased, but I still think their offense is really good. Dak Prescott, probably overrated. Ezekiel Elliott, he's still a good running back. They have Zeke Elliott. They have a good offensive line to protect Dak Prescott. They have Randall Cobb and Amari Cooper.
Drop back, shotgun formation, trying to make something happen.
I was trying to throw it
that tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
But I still got a first down. Their offense has some weapons. And Jason Witten's back. I don't know how good Jason Witten's going to be. He's kind of a pillar. He's going to their go-to guy on the offense which you need. Every offense kind of needs. But he's their big, helping out the offensive line on blocking.
First down on the way. Here's the handoff, running off tackle. They knock him down, and he's still 2 yards short of the first.
An off-tackle run, it's a staple of all offenses in the NFL. And a general rule is you run off the right tackle because he is the power tackle, where the left tackle is the pass blocker.
So, the Redskins were in it until the second half, and
second down.
The Cowboys took over that game.
Trying to overpower him.
And I
Here's
didn't
the
pick up
run
anything.
out of the strong line.
Dallas picked apart the Redskins.
Call that time by the coach.
Starting,
the defense was expecting run.
At the start of the second half, you pretty much knew it was over when they got they went up 21-7. They're pretty much done. Dallas tied it up, and they got the touchdown at the end of the half. Because if Washington would have held right there, they would have had a chance. But
offense lines up here. 3rd and 2. Hand off to the back.
Nice job that
That's
time by the
embarrassing.
defense. They were ready for
I'm
the
gonna
run.
do a Doug
Nowhere for the
Peterson.
running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
2
This is
minute
stupid.
warning.
You know, yeah, the Redskins, Colt McCoy, he's something because I was seeing some of the passes he was making, and I was like, no wonder why he does not have a
from a
long-term
first
game anymore.
down. They're going to go for
He
it.
was making some pretty stupid passes.
Offense lines up here.
Sunday
The give to the running back. They'll turn it over on down.
Wow.
Well, they don't
That
get
was
it
a
on
big
fourth
stand.
down. That was a
But
quick
the
drive,
Panthers
wasn't it, Jim? That was
second
just
and
bad
2.
play calling, bad
Can't do anything about
execution.
that.
And go to the sideline. That's where you deserve to be.
First down coming
Yeah,
up.
so, I mean,
They
it's,
send the tight end in motion.
Dallas is 2-0.
From the
So,
shotgun.
I mean, they won the division last year, so
Unable
they're
to
trying
bring it
to
in.
All
they're
you
trying
have to
to
do is
hold
watch
their
the head
division
of the
title,
receiver.
and
When they
it's going to
drop
be interesting
football,
down the
usually it's
stretch.
because you can see their
They
head
have
move
to
the
obviously
other
play
way
the first
before the
place
football gets
teams.
there.
They're going to
That's
have
what
to play
happened
the
this time,
Bears,
and it's
which
a drop
has
pass.
I can't remember if the Bears beat them last season or not. The Bears were 13-3. Did they play the Bears last season?
Second down following that incompletion. Snap back to the quarterback. Out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down.
The Bears had to beat last season. No, I think they played the Packers last season. Yeah, they lost against them.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there.
Bears
Hits the
have,
quarterback.
yeah, they're going to have to
gets
play the Bears,
sack.
which have,
That clock
they have a good
keeps moving.
defense.
What a job by the
They're gonna
defense
have
in this
to
situation.
first place team. They're going to have to play the Rams again, who they lost in the
The Panthers need to get to the 26
whom they
to get a
lost
first
to
down.
in the
Quarters formation
division
here for the
round.
defense.
so the Dallas has, you know,
Third and 15
but
and grabs it.
that's stupid.
Don't always have to throw the football past the yard markers. That's another
Yeah,
thing
they're gonna
I
have to
hate hear.
play.
This time the offense
What we
throws
play,
it behind the
they're
yard
gonna have to
markers
play the AFC
on the
East
screen
and
pass.
the NFC
Good
North.
execution. They pick
So
up
they are
the
going to play
first
the
down.
Bears this season. Going to play the Rams. They're going to play the Rams, Saints, and yeah, they're going to play the Rams and Saints. Yeah, that's right. Because they have to play the first place teams.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Now first and 10. He'll fire it out to the left. Brings it in. Runs out of bounds.
This quarterback
Okay,
runs so
so,
well. He just expects that they're going to have a
enough
spy
with
on
me
him.
praising
Well,
Dallas
that's
for
good.
the day.
You might stop him from running now,
Kansas
but the
City
problem
and
is,
Oakland.
You can still throw it down the field.
Kansas City. Yeah. There's not much to say except they're a mess. Antonio Brown kind of put a dagger into that season. Not a dagger into the season, but he definitely
First down here after the completion.
brought down morale when you get
First
one of
and
the best
goal.
wide receivers of our generation,
He had no
and
time to
he
get
is
set.
a drama queen.
That was an incomplete pass that time against cover two. The two
Pain in
deep
the
safeties.
ass.
And
Kind of
you really want to throw
demoralizing
the
for the
football
team.
down the middle or
I mean,
deep down
it wasn't
the
like the Raiders
sidelines.
were going to have a
That
shot
time
to win
the
the
quarterback
division.
didn't do that, and that's why it was
Ever
incomplete.
since the Broncos won the Super Bowl, it's kind of been Kansas City's, kind of been Kansas City's division. Kansas City has been pretty
After
decent
the
ever since
incomplete
Andy Reid got
pass,
there.
it brings up
They've been
second down.
consistent, except for that one season where they kind of fell apart at the end.
Second and goal
They,
from the 9.
Changed
He'll
their
fire it out
identity
to the
from
left. No room to complete that one.
Mayor.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I
yeah.
give the quarterback no
So,
fault.
I
That
mean,
was just tremendous coverage
Patrick
by the
Mahomes,
secondary player. He's in position,
DeMarcus
able to
Robinson, the
make the
fourth
football
round
be
pick
incomplete.
by them in 2016. That's good drafting right there.
That play will be challenged by the booth upstairs
Did I have
inside of
water
2
in it?
minutes.
Thought I did. I don't know where I put it. Oh, yeah, here we go. So I've been talking a lot.
And after a quick review, the word has come in. The play on the field
I thought
will
we got the
stand.
interception. Yeah. Patrick
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
You know, he was a
Third and
steal.
goal from the
And
9. Throwing now to his left. Steps out of bounds.
it's so stupid. You see how big of hypocrites people are.
Well, that last play almost got them in here, and when you look at this, what do they do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios.
You know, when Patrick Mahomes was taken, everybody was like, "Oh, why are they taking this
have a running
quarterback?"
back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
I don't know why the Chiefs are taking this. I remember, I think CBS Sports put that draft pick as a C-, if I can remember correctly. Now he's like, everybody's like, "Oh my God, he's great." Like, you guys.
Well, it was called one way
Oh,
on the field, but
I
now
thought they were gonna call it
inside
a
of 2
touchdown.
minutes, it was a booth review, and the
That's
call
awesome.
is overturned.
I think if you left it up to the
At least we
coaches,
have
they'd
time to
like
get some points
booth
on the board,
to review
and then we
them
get the
all,
ball in the
Jim,
second
because
half,
put
too.
all the pressure on the officials in the NFL. That's what it's there for, to overturn
Yeah, but
bad
Patrick
calls on the
Mahomes,
field.
The kick is
he's
through
definitely
for 3.
something. You know,
When you get great field
he
position,
was at
Jim,
Texas
you got to take
A&M.
advantage of
You know,
it.
they traded
The
up to get
offense
him.
didn't do it. I blame
Media
the coach.
questioned him,
Those
or
were
questioned him.
terrible play calls.
It's kind of like
But a
Donovan
good kick by the
McNabb.
kicker.
Everybody was like, "Oh, why are they drafting this guy?" But Andy Reid, I mean, you have to give him credit. He drafted.
The Ravens return
He drafted
team
Nick
is ready.
Foles. He drafted Donovan McNabb. He drafted McNabb. He drafted Mahomes. He drafted
Able
Nick
to move
Foles.
past the 20.
I mean, he drafted
and
Kevin
brought
Kolb,
down
but
at the
but he's a good
23.
draft. I mean, he's a good general manager. He's not a good coach.
The Ravens
In a
getting set
sense
now
of
for
he
the next
chokes in
series.
the postseason. You know, he leads the team
First down here.
to a decent record.
He's looking to
They
the
have
right
a chance
here on
every
this
year.
throw. And they tackle him.
They're just
there
not
at the
going to get
34.
over that hump. And it's a shame. And
The quarterbacks and
you know, I had to go
wide
through it as
receivers
an
in
Eagles
this NFL
fan.
now are so
And it
good.
sucks that
It's
you have
so
to
easy
see
for 'em
another
to
fan
throw and
base,
catch and
you know,
just
as
keep picking
dedicated
up
as
those
Kansas
first downs.
City have to go through that. And I'm glad, you know, Andy Reid is for coaching for a team
They've
like
got a
Kansas
first
City.
down now after
I'd
that catch.
hate if he was
Out
like
of the
coach
gun.
for the Redskins or Dallas or something.
Running away from the pressure.
Wow.
Now the play is there to be made, but the offensive player
But,
doesn't
you
get
know,
it done.
I'd love to root
Bad
for him.
job on first down.
I'd love to root for him. It's gone. I know what play to run.
Offense ready for action coming out of their timeout.
So yeah, Kansas City got a big win. Anyway,
The defense comes out in the nickel.
we'll talk
From the
about
gun.
Tennessee and
The
Indianapolis
quarterback
next.
throws to the right.
Got 2 yards. Yeah, Indianapolis and Tennessee. You know, I called the
sometimes
game.
you got to
I
call
was
some
like, Jacoby
passes. They
Brissett is a
actually
good
go down the
quarterback.
field.
You know,
keep throwing
you
it
had to have
short.
a backup.
The
He's one of
defense
the ones
knows
you
you're
want to
going to
pick.
do it. They come up and make the tackle for a short
know.
gain.
The Ravens will set up. The 44 is the first down
That's
line.
Garcia.
So they get the reception, but it's not enough to move the chains. Third down coming up. Under
Okay,
fire
we're
on
still-
that throw.
You are not going to be an
This-
accurate quarterback, of course, when you're under this kind of pressure. It doesn't even
We're
have
gonna give
time
up
to
a
set his
field
feet.
goal.
Another throw
Yeah, we're
off
going to go
line.
for it.
They're not going to be punting here. The offense back out
So
here
Jacoby
on fourth
Brissett
down.
put on an awesome
The
game
Ravens with an empty
for
backfield
the
look here.
Colts, and he led them to
Looking for an open receiver on the right.
Wow.
And the tackle is made at the 48-yard line. The Ravens are
That's
going to
awesome.
use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining.
Dominic Biggs, our star return running back. That was awesome.
The That reception gave them the first down. Quarterback drops back, play action. Zeroed in on that one. The Ravens will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down.
So Marcus Mariota, he had a decent game. Jacoby Brissett had an even better game. He had 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I forgot. 3 touchdowns, 17 for 28. He only had 146 yards. But that's game management right there. You know, Adam Vinatieri did miss those extra points. I think, did he retire yet? I can't remember.
Let's see how they back up.
I thought it was funny because he was
here.
holding a press conference that I'm like, you guys
looking to the right side and throwing.
Yeah, just get the field goal.
There wasn't much there that time, so good job by the quarterback just throwing the ball and getting the catch and just getting a couple yards.
Like,
should be what we call a gimme. He converts here on the field goal try. That does it for the first half. Ravens trailing this one, which is brought to you by Verizon.
So we're down 14-0, I think, but we're coming back. We're down 20-10. We get the ball back, which is good. We have Dominic Biggs, one of the best returners in the league. I made him our starting running back. We used to have a really good running back. We traded him to the Texans because he wanted way too much.
And that's a return of about 23 before he's hit and stopped.
Anyway, I can't remember. So Jacoby Brissett, you know, they still have Ty Hilton. They have a decent team, you know, ahead of them. Frank Reich, he's a great coach. You know, that's the one thing. If you're going to win the Super Bowl with the Eagles, a lot of your star players, star coaches, are going to get signed elsewhere as head coaches at better positions. They're going to get all more money.
To the right side.
You know, people are going to want they're going to try to replicate what the Eagles did. So they're going to hire the same, you know, they're going to offer,
that's a nice job by the offense getting the first down, even though they're losing here in the
Frank
game.
Reich, you know, obviously is a great coach. And he led the team. They started out 1-5 last season. Finished the season, I think it was 7-1. Shut out the Cowboys, I remember that. So, I mean, it's a big win. Like, Andrew Luck, he's a great quarterback, but, you know, Jacoby Brissett, I mean, maybe it's his time to shine. And, if that was Dominic Biggs, that would have been a touchdown. Dominic Biggs is really fast.
Running backs who can pick
that's
up
why
extra
I
yards, they are so valuable. You can't always block everybody to the ground. The running back's got to do it himself sometimes. Nice job there by the running back.
Sorry, I'm looking at the subs, because I want a different wide receiver in there or it's going to do a screen that can actually run if Kenyatta Dallas is tired.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. He makes the catch. They deck him in the backfield.
That was a bad play.
Good job by the defense. They stopped
Seattle,
the offense
Pittsburgh,
that time on first down.
Mason
Now
Rudolph
the defense is
finished
in
the
a
game
good
for
situation.
Steelers. You know, they really didn't have a chance. You know, they have James Conner. James Conner's good, but 11 for 33, you know, it's not a very good game. So, the Steelers didn't really have a chance. They started the season 7-3-1 last season. Finished the season, I think it was 9-6-1.
Quarterback
started the end of the
season snap from the shotgun.
Losing
with 2 hands, he has
4-6. So, Steelers have
Nice
lost
job
6
by
out
the
of the
quarterback.
last.
Nobody open down the field. He throws it short. It does not
They've
get a
lost
first
6
down,
out of the last.
but it sure makes third down a lot easier.
8 games in the regular season. Well, yeah, they didn't make the postseason, so yeah, obviously. Screw that up. Let the Ravens win.
Offense still looking for a first
NFC
after that
North.
completion on second down.
Is that Dominic Biggs?
We've got an injured player on the field.
By the looks of that, you can tell it looks like a major injury, and
No, that's not.
it's a tough sport, a lot of big hits, and I hope he's going to be okay.
Offense lines up here.
We didn't get the short.
To the ground here. The Ravens get a first down.
Okay, cool.
Well, when you get a couple first
Yeah,
downs
but
on
Russell
the drive,
Wilson,
it just,
you know,
of course, it makes you feel
he
good about
carries
what
that
you're
team.
doing.
He doesn't really
It
have a lot of
loosens up
weapons.
the offensive play
I mean, he has
caller,
Tyler
and
Lockett.
there's
I don't.
nothing like
He needs to
dictating
average
to the
receiver
defense.
at best. He did spread the ball around a lot. You know, they had Rashad Penny and Chris Carson pick up some yards for them. They just need to get some better offensive weapons. I feel bad for that dude, but then again, he makes a ton of money. Like, they don't have really any money to, spend on any offensive weapons.
Play clock's
The
running
Seahawks are
down.
going to be good.
Back to the ground. He'll go to the left. He'll
They're going
be
to be
taken
consistently
down
good.
about 3
And I think
yards
they're
short of the first.
Yeah, they're 2-0. They've got the win against the Bengals last week. Russell Wilson, game management, 300 yards, 29 for 300, 29 for 35, completion-wise, plus he had 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and won the game by 2 points. So you can tell that's game management right there by Russell Wilson. He carries that offense, and the defense is going to be good, but
the tackle's going to be made.
They held James Conner only 33 yards.
We got
They
a nice drive going
Mason
here,
Rudolph,
Jim. Another
got
first down. They are just
but
making
I mean,
one solid play after another and
the
just
Steelers,
marching down the field.
I don't know how they were in this. They didn't get very many yards. Like, must have won field, but Russell Wilson pulled it off again.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. They feed him the ball again. And you can see
I'm
how
wasting
they
a lot of time.
fared in the red zone to this point, which is brought to
So
you
yeah,
by
we did that
Verizon.
game. Jacksonville and Houston. Jacksonville's a mess. Apparently their offensive line's terrible because
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Ball's loose.
Gardner Minshew, he got beat up.
Nice job that time
He
by
got
the
beat up by
offense.
the Texans
Even though they fumbled,
defense.
at least they were
Leonard
quick
Fournette
enough
only
and
got
smart
47
enough
yards
to
on the
get it
ground. He only
right
averaged
away.
3 carries. Nobody got this week. This was not a good week for running backs. A lot of people did not get a lot of yards on the ground. And you can see that these going to passing more, but yeah, a lot of running backs did not get good yards
What
on
a
the
drive
ground.
this has been. 1st and 10. Back to the ground now on 1st down.
Yeah, I mean the Texans just won, and they almost, Jaguars were coming
Anytime
back,
your team
but
is down, you're inside the other team's
they-
red zone. You
they
look
went
for
for
one of your
a
star
2-point
players,
conversion.
your quarterback,
to
wide
try to win.
receiver,
I guess
or running
they were
back.
trying to win the game.
They need to make a big play here.
Why not? Like, I mean, Doug Peterson did that. That was the game. I was at the airport that day. I was flying home. So I didn't
Mounting
see
a
that game.
serious drive.
But I heard
2nd
about it
and
on
3.
the Ravens
Makes
game.
the catch.
Eagles-Ravens game.
Some good play
where,
calls so far in this drive by the offensive
Doug Peterson went
coordinator.
for 2
His
in the
team
game.
is down,
They
but
didn't
they
get
are
it,
marching down the
which
field.
I can see the same resemblance. Your season's not. I mean, Jacksonville's
Play
season's pretty
number
much done
12
already.
coming up for the offense. 3rd and 3. Picks up maybe 3.
Even with Nick Foles, I didn't really think they had a chance.
Nice job that time by the offense, getting the first down
But,
inside
they
the
went
red
for it,
zone. And it's a good thing they got a
Houston
quarterback with a
is now
strong arm
1-1.
because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
This long drive continues.
Trying to
The
multitask.
play clock's running down. Staying on the ground. They bring him to the turf.
And that's a call from Baltimore, Maryland.
Well, here you go. This is going to be a big call in the game, Jim.
410
You're down here on the goal line. You got to find a way to punch it in.
And tell them, why the hell are they calling me? I think it's like a robot or something. We only have a few more
This
games
has
left.
been
I think,
a long
so it's
drive
not
so
bad.
far. And they feed it to him
Wow.
again. And that will close out the
Dallas,
3rd
we did
quarter
that.
from
We
Arlington,
have Chicago,
Texas.
yeah,
We'll be
Chicago
back
Orleans,
after the break for the start of the
Eagles.
4th quarter.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford comes through again. You know, Matthew Stafford gets paid the big. You know, he's a great quarterback. It's the same. He's another one of those quarterbacks. He has no weapons around him. Also, because he makes a ton of money, they don't really have money to afford them.
Touchdown. And this game just got a whole lot more interesting.
Oh, what a good job there by the offense. 3rd and goal. And what do? They run the football against the defense. And nice job.
So
getting the
that's
touchdown.
understandable, you know. But he does carry that team along with Kenny Galladay. He got over 100 yards receiving, 8 receptions for 117, and a touchdown. Hung on carry on Johnson, their 2nd-round pick from last year.
Ravens,
you know, he got another touchdown for them.
Away.
You know, they upset the Chargers, who were 12-4 last season.
Always a threat,
So all
and
credit
he'll
to
start
them.
his return now. And he's tackled.
Yeah, I forgot
just
about
past
the
the
Chargers.
20. We'll mark
So
it at the
obscure because
22-yard
they're Los
line.
Angeles, and they're in the same division as the Chiefs, but yeah, nobody gives a shit about them. So now we're going to try to win the game. Can't really see what formation they're using, but I think the cover 2 should work.
It's first down as they head to the line.
I used to hate the zone,
hands it off on the draw.
but playing more Madden and learning more about football, I like the zone a lot more than I used to.
It's always good
Green
for the
Bay
quarterback
and
to really
Minnesota
do a good job
came into,
faking the pass right before the draw play.
Green
Get
Bay,
the
they beat up
defensive
on the
lineman
Falcons
the field,
last week.
Get the linebacker
Falcons
back
are
the pass,
an
and there's
an
that open
underrated
gap
team,
that the running
my
back
book.
took advantage of.
And they also beat the
That's
Eagles.
2nd down
you know,
coming up. Tight end in motion.
But I mean, the Falcons didn't really do.
Middle.
Where's the spy? I had a spy.
Here comes the training staff as we've got a player down on the field.
But Dalvin Cook,
Well,
he
Jim, I
had
know
a great
his
game,
family's
154
watching, so
yards on the
we'll
ground.
give all the
That's what
information
I
we
mean.
can
Any
as
team,
soon as we
that's
get
a
it,
great running
But it looks
performance
like it could
right
be a
there.
major injury, and I hope the best.
First down here after the run.
And I just, praise the zone and then play man-to-man. But Aaron Rodgers, they're 2-0 now. The Vikings are a pretty decent team.
First
So
down and 10. And they go
except
back
for
to the
Kirk Cousins,
ground.
I think
Swallowed up behind the line of
an
scrimmage.
idiot.
Good job by the defense. They stopped
So
the
I hope
first down play
Vikings
that
like
time
that.
by the
They're now
offense,
1-1.
and now they have a good
They
situation.
failed to make the comeback. I think he threw an interception late in the game. They had a chance. I think I remember that part. They had a chance, but Kirk Cousins, 2 interceptions. Big win for Green Bay because I think he was the first Packers coach
with a 4-6
to
formation.
start out
2nd
2-0 or
down
something
and
like
12. Stands in the pocket.
Or to start in their first year.
Well, you see
That's
it all
awesome
the time.
because
When
people
the
thought.
offensive
I
line
mean, I
can't
don't know
stop
if he
the
gets along
defensive
with
pass
Aaron
rush,
Rodgers, okay,
then
but
you have
I
your
know
running
Aaron
back
Rodgers was
hit a
not getting
defensive
along
lineman
with
before they go out for the
McCarthy.
pass.
So that's why they got rid of him.
Offense
And I
lines
don't
up
know why
here.
they fired him mid-season too. But
Out
it's
of the
kind of
shotgun
become like
formation.
Steve Young said.
The throw to the left. The Panthers now move the
so
chains.
Good job by the offense picking up a
Steve Young
first
was
down
like,
there. They've been
it's
terrific
becoming
all
the
day
NBA
long.
where players
They're winning the
trades
football
because
game,
Jalen
and
Ramsey
they are
demanded a
tiring
trade
this
from
defense
Jacksonville.
out.
And I agree with him. Like, there's Aaron
First down,
Rodgers. Who are you going
following
to
the
listen to
long
the coach?
play.
It's like
Draw
LeBron.
play.
We're going to
He's
listen
gonna
to
be
the coach or
tackled
LeBron.
right around the
because
49.
LeBron's practically coaching the Cavaliers, and now he's, a Laker.
Well, a short gain on the run that time
so
by
you're
the
supposed to
offense.
listen to.
When you're a running football team,
And I can,
listen,
I
there's
can
going to be a
make the
lot
comparison
of
between
ugly plays
LeBron
that don't work. You just got to
Aaron
keep running them.
Rodgers. And,
Defense with plenty of
LeBron's
bodies in
won
the
3
box here on this
championships.
play. Second
So,
down and 8.
he has a
Another
little
handoff.
leeway, but then again, it's a different league. It's the NFL, and it's the
How
NBA,
about the
and the
defensive
NBA was
line?
kind of
Getting that
one-sided.
penetration,
Who could
getting
win?
off the
There's
football
only a
at the
few,
snap,
or for a
and
while,
getting
it was
done,
only a
getting
few
in the
teams. It was
backfield and
LeBron
making
and
that tackle.
the Golden State Warriors, practically, and Spurs. It was the Spurs, Golden State Warriors, And
We'll see
LeBron.
what they do on this third down situation.
And
Takes the snap from the
play, but it
shotgun.
still worked.
They're going to get him
I
here for
don't.
a sack.
Let's see what's not working in this game.
This defense you're playing against, they're pretty good. So it's fourth down near midfield, punt the football.
Green Bay gets another big win. We go to Chicago and Denver. Chicago's offense not very good. They traded away Jordan Howard. They don't have Alshon Jeffrey anymore. Well, they have Alshon Jeffrey.
A very timely sack
That's still
on third
pretty
down,
big.
and they'll have to punt it away.
I don't know why they would get rid of Jordan Howard. It gave up for practically nothing. And the Eagles need to use him more.
He's going to challenge the punt coverage. That'll stop the play right there.
They get a big win on the road against the Broncos. They came back from 13-3. The Broncos came back from 13-3. We're up 14-3 late in the game because of Delaware's own Joe Flacco. And
The Ravens are getting set for their
Delaware's
next possession.
also own Matt Nagy.
First
Called
down
the
here.
plays and led him and Mitch
Here's the
Trubisky
handoff, and
to,
they'll run it. Good piece of
a win
tackling.
over the Denver Broncos, who are a complete joke. You know, Joe Flacco, at least sort of an attempt. You know, Joe Flacco sometimes,
That
you know,
run, even though it was a short game, it served a purpose.
yeah, you could say he's definitely overrated in a sense, and underrated in a sense, because people
Second
give
down
him so
now.
much shit.
The
But at the
formation
same
here,
time, like, they're
shotgun.
like, oh, he's so
Getting
overrated.
away
but,
from the
like,
pressure.
who's overrating him? Like,
This doesn't
Oh,
look
you
good.
gotta be
We've got a
kidding me.
player
That's
down, and he's in pain.
We'll let
I know,
everybody
sir.
know what the
I don't
injury to the player is
I don't
as
know
soon
this
as
game.
we find out, but it did not look good. And we're talking about one of the star players of this football team. Look, he's one of the star football players in the NFL. So, but we get the big news, we'll pass it on to you right away. When you run off tackle, one of the things you're looking for is for your tackle to make a good block. And then if you have a lead fullback, can he get past him and
Sorry,
block
I'm just
the
concentrating on
linebacker
the game right
to
now
free up
because
the
it's pretty
halfback so he can
close.
go in between them and get in the secondary and make a big play.
Time in this one's running out, and the defense knows it needs another stop. The quarterback will
But Mitch
hand it off.
Trubisky doesn't really have any weapons on offense.
Good coaching
Either.
on the defensive
Like,
side.
they
Everybody
really
stays
put
at
all
home,
their-
they stay in their gap, and they hold
Everything
that run
into
to a short game.
defense, which is
2 minutes
surprising
remaining,
because
and you're
Matt Nagy's an
watching the
offensive-minded
NFL
head
on
coach.
EA Sports.
He was under the Andy Reid tree in Kansas City. You know, he came to Delaware native, or not Delaware native, he's PA native, and you know went to UD.
Just about 2 minutes to go, and the defense knows it needs to make
Oh my
one
God.
last stop to end it. Fourth down, close to the first, so the offense stays on the field. Split backfield here, back to the running back. That brings the play to an end.
I just don't think that's a good job by the defense. It's fourth and short. You kind of know what the offense is going to do. They were not ready, and
Yeah,
they give
so
up the first down.
that's that game, and then the Saints and the Rams. I watched that one. I watched the first half of that one. That was good.
Play number 6
The
coming
ref
up on this
completely
drive.
blew that.
Now
I would have been
first and
so
10,
mad if
challenging the
that happened
defenders
to
to the
the
right
Eagles.
side.
I feel
He's
so bad for the
tackled
Saints.
at the 30.
Same time, the Saints did not, you know, they had
Sometimes it's good
plenty of
protection by the
chances,
offensive
and
line, and sometimes it's just
they-
bad defense.
they
They can't
squandered
get
all
to
of
the
them. You know,
quarterback,
Teddy
and that's
Bridgewater,
another completion.
I think Minnesota gave up on Teddy Bridgewater way too
The
quickly.
Ravens have saved all 3 of their timeouts for
he
here in the
was-
fourth quarter.
Minnesota
They'll
has
go
had
ground.
quarterback problems for
He's going to be
All
tackled right around the
and they
24-yard
finally
line.
get a quarterback, leads them to a division title, and he gets injured, and they trade for Sam Bradford. And I can't wait to explain to my grandkids that the Eagles somehow won the Super Bowl because
Second
Sam
down
Bradford,
With the
the
shotgun.
Vikings wanted Sam
He's looking to
Bradford.
the right here on this throw. And not until they pick up good yardage as he brought down.
So yeah, the Vikings wanted Sam Bradford for some reason. So we got Derek Barnett, and Derek Barnett stripped Colt McCoy.
The offense ready to take advantage of this
Huge
golden
play.
opportunity
That's the
from the
championship.
red zone. About to snap it for the
Because the
ninth
Vikings
play of
wanted
the
to-
drive. Not giving up another inch. The Ravens, 1 timeout remaining. The long drive continues. 2nd and goal from the 6. The quarterback throws to the right. Pass is made, and it's incomplete. The hit jars the ball out.
That was
This is where on the defensive side, where you have the lead, the team's driving against you, call something different so you can come up with a big play and stop the offense.
The Ravens get set to snap the football.
the Rams.
Only 1 timeout remaining here in the 4th. Touchdown!
Yeah, the Rams obviously beat up on the Saints. They're gonna say it could have changed the momentum, but Drew Brees was hurt.
What an
Teddy
amazing
Bridgewater did not
finish
look
to
like
this
Teddy
one.
Bridgewater.
A winning touchdown on the final play of the game.
Did not know he was
And
gonna
what
play.
a throw
So
by the
it's not gonna.
quarterback.
It's not
He
like
put it
he
right on
came
the
in
money, and a
prepared
nice
or
catch by the receiver.
he had to play the
awesome
entire
job
game
for the
practically.
last play of the game.
Against a good team that made the Super Bowl last year. And Saints have a lot of weapons on offense. You know, I think you give Bridgewater a few weeks, I think he's back in it. And I think
Ravens
the
getting
Saints are
set for
still
the
gonna
extra point.
do pretty good, as long as Bridgewater stays
At
healthy.
the extra point, the kick is good.
That's that. So,
The Panthers have lost their lead here in the 4th, and
so yeah,
they're looking
so
for the big
that's
return
that game.
to try to get
Eagles,
back on
Falcons.
top. Scores
Talk too much because I'm
24
biased.
to 20.
But Eagles
He's
got back
a
into
chance
it.
to return
They
this
should have won the game.
just across
I'm
the
not too
20
mad.
and tackled
The
at the 21.
Falcons are a good team. You know, they
Someone's
got
been
and
injured out there.
you
Hold
can't
on a minute.
blame it on injuries because they
I
got
don't
back
even
into
want to
that game.
speculate
And
what
Carson
the injury
Wentz,
is, but
you know,
I think it's
Carson
safe
Wentz
to
did not
say
look
by
like
just
himself in the
watching
first
the
half.
player, he's in a lot of
Whiteside
pain,
and
and I
Carson
hope
Wentz
it's
was
serious.
not on the same
Big
page in the
set
first
here
half.
for the defense.
But
lining
the
up in
Falcons were up
4-6.
17 to 6, and the Eagles were leading with less than 3 minutes left in the game.
Looking to go down the field here. Incomplete.
All the Eagles needed
Almost
was
going in the other
a
direction.
4th down
Well,
stop,
for some
and
reason,
if
this
it was
quarterback
Julio
likes to
Jones
keep
who got a
trying to
touchdown.
go deep down the field against his cover two. That's not the spot you want to go. You want to look
Ronald
underneath
Darby was on their
or
third
right
wide
down the
receiver.
middle.
Still could not cover. Russell Douglas, Sidney Jones did awesome. Ronald Darby was awful, even though he was on the third string wide receiver for the Falcons.
Corners formation here for the
Yeah,
defense.
I have to give
2nd and
credit
10.
to the Falcons. You know, they came on. You know, Matt Ryan
Airing
saw it,
out.
and he decided
And it's incomplete.
4th straight.
The Super Bowl has been won by the Baltimore
So
Ravens.
that it was a tough game, but you know, I'd rather lose this game than lose Jeffrey and Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson for the season, and hopefully Sidney Jones and Timmy Jernigan are going to come back next week against the Lions. And the Lions, I mean,
when you had that
we've gotten snake bit by the Lions in
Probably
the
the only
past.
time I actually ever reflect when I see them win the Super
2015,
Bowl,
2016.
because I know what a
We didn't play
special
them in
moment that is.
2017, but,
And they're enjoying a moment
16.
that they will
Played them
remember
in
in 50 years. They'll still,
We beat them at
they'll still
home in
be able to
2013.
feel
But
exactly
yeah,
how
the
it felt
2015 and
at this very
2016 we
moment.
got snake bit. We didn't know they were going to be, you know, we didn't know we were going to get beat by them both years. But the Lions are one of those teams. They have, you know, the one platform team. They have Matt Stafford. But anyway, all this is ending up. I'll go to the last game. Odell Beckham Jr. gets a huge touchdown, and I called that game wrong. I know that for a fact. I thought the Jets were going to win. I still think people are high on the Browns. I will say that until the Browns play a good team. they're 1-1. Great for them. You know, good job. But they have to play a better team. But that was a good win for them. You know, I can't take that away from them. You know, they were on the road in Monday Night Football, national television, and they won 23-3 over the Jets, who were a mediocre team. Were not bad, not good, but they're just, you know, they're rebuilding, and you know they kind of proved everything wrong a few seasons ago when they were tanking. They felt they were going to 0-6, and Josh McCown led them back. You know, Josh McCown, he's a hard worker, and I respect hard workers because he learns even though he's a learner even though he gets older. You know, he's learned through many years of playing with many different teams. And he had a great drive with the Eagles last on Sunday night, and they should have left him in to finish the drive. But yeah, this has been a great weekend, you know, for NFL. And I'm gonna be back in a few days on Wednesday, or tomorrow night actually, to talk about my predictions for Week 3 of the NFL. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon.